Our group was assigned the Halls Elementary School scenario. I want to start it off by introducing a little bit of background information. There are 500 students pre-K to third grade attending the urban school. One challenge at Halls Elementary School is 75% of the students have received office disciplinary referrals, ODRs, for challenging behaviors during transitional times. The school reports having to locate a lost pre-K or kindergarten student daily during these transition times. In addition to the ODRs, 50% of the students are academically behind by more than 2 years. Halls Elementary School currently has 28 general education teachers for pre-K to third grade students. Each one of the general education teacher is assigned to be in charge of a classroom of 15 to 20 students. In order to provide service to special needs students, there are also 11 special education teachers who will be helping students with special needs with reading, arts, music, and PE classes. To help with hallway transitions, Halls Elementary School also has 2 teaching assistants. Group contingencies are arrangements in which consequences are delivered to some or all members of a group based on the performance of one, several, or all of its members. Group contingencies have been found to be effective in producing desirable behavior change in a variety of educational settings and with wide range of student populations. Group contingencies can be categorized as independent, interdependent, or dependent arrangements. Group contingencies are ideal for schools because they're more efficient than individual contingencies. They also allow a single teacher or administrators to control the behavior of a large group of students. The classroom interdependent group contingency will consist of a mystery walker game in which students are split into 2 teams and one student from each team will be selected per transition. The selected students will be observed during the transition and their whole team will receive reinforcement if the mystery walker exhibits appropriate hallway behaviors. This will help students hold each other accountable and increase motivation to follow during transitions for all students. In addition, a school-wide contingency will be in place, giving each class an opportunity as a whole to earn a visit from a predetermined community organization, further increasing motivations to behave appropriately in hallways during transitions.
Let's play. There are 5 steps for implementation of the Mystery Walker game. Step 1 is to introduce the game to the students. If the game is not fun, the students will not enjoy what they're doing. So make sure that when you present the game, the students make the students excited about what they're about to do. Step 2, run a preference assessment. If students don't like what they're working for, they're not going to be very motivated to play the Mystery Walker game. Step 3, explain the rules. If students do not know what the rules of the game are, then they're not going to know how to win and why it's important to get the prize. Here are some example rules that you can use for your class. Remember that rules are rules and they're made for your class. So you want to make sure that the rules of the game make sense for your class.
So the next step is to split your class into teams. You can do this in a variety of ways. You can split them up by their last names. You can draw them out of a hat, per se. Any way that works for your class or how you can get your students motivated. It's up to you. So you also want to celebrate the mystery walker. That means you're reinforcing their success or you're encouraging them to do better the next time around. So what do you do if they do engage in the appropriate behaviors? Announce that mystery walker and tell them that they earned their team the reinforcer. Put their name on that mystery walker champion poster that you will see later in the presentation, and then don't forget to deliver the reinforcer. If you're not delivering the reinforcer, then there's no need to engage in those appropriate behaviors. If it doesn't go so well, you just don't want to announce the mystery walker. Just let the team know that they have another opportunity to earn the reinforcer during the next event.
All right, the purpose. So right now there is a definite need for this, and our goal here is to increase the compliance of students, decrease ODRs, and to give the children consistency. So right now, the rate of ODRs are 75%, and 50% of those students have 4 or more. So here, the children will be given behavioral guidelines to follow. They'll know what's expected of them, and we can post this poster up in each classroom by their backpacks. And if the child earns the prize for their class, you will put yes, and then their name. If they don't earn it, you will just put no and do not put their name. And then the goal overall is to decrease the number of ODRs given to students at Halls Elementary School. And then lastly, all of the teachers right now have their own tactics for increasing compliance, and it's overall ineffective. So this provides a way for each teacher to be consistent and each child to know what is exactly expected of them day to day at school.
So how do you know if you're doing it correctly? We're going to teach you how to use the schedules, tools, and activity transition checklist. So the purpose of the checklist is to increase your accuracy. It's going to provide a visual prompt for you to make sure that you are consistently carrying out the mystery game. It'll list out your expectations to help your transition to be more successful. Here is a sample checklist. And so as you can see, step 1 through 8 is just a visual sign, and you can check off, yes, I did it, or nope, I'll remember next time.
So now, did it work? This explains how we determine if it was successful or not. So first, one way to determine if it is successful is, did your mystery walker earn the token for their class? Is this occurring more frequently than it did from the beginning? If it's showing that the child is earning the tokens, it's showing that they are understanding what's expected of them and they are changing their behavior. This is an example of a school-wide ODR report we made for the class, as the kindergarten and first grade and younger students in general had more difficulty and showed they had more ODRs. We wanted to break it down by grade to be sure this was successful for each level. And then at the end, highlighted yellow, you're going to have the overall ODRs for that week. So we can then plot this and be sure there is a trend downward.
If you would like more details on the mystery walker games or group contingencies, here are some references, and let us know if you would like those articles.